Should you feed sunflower seeds to your parrotlet? Hi, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrot Bliss Bond. I'm also a novelist. I wrote a novel, Cake by the Ocean. I'm working on my second novel when I'm not busy with my flock because I do have 18 species. I do find that parrots are my bliss, and it does eat some of my time. But in this blissful video, we're going to talk about seeds because not all seeds are created equal, and we'll talk more about seeds in the future. But today we're going to talk about whether or not your parrotlet, she's all white, should have sunflower seeds. All right, so as someone who knows parrotlets, because I have more than 1 or 2 or 10, as someone who knows parrotlets, I'm going to tell you that I do believe that seeds are a part of your parrotlet diet, almost as much as pellets. And I did a video on pellets, whether or not your parrotlet should have pellets, because there is some confusion, controversy, whatever you want to call it, as to whether or not parrotlets should have pellets. That's one of my stop biting me techniques. But what about seeds, and specifically sunflower seeds? So the deal with sunflower seeds is that they are an interesting, unique, funny seed. I think they come from incredible flowers because, man, I've seen some sunflowers that are like this big. But those flowers grow in places where there aren't parrots. Isn't that interesting? There used to be sunflowers, wild sunflowers, growing on the side of the highway when I lived in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and in Colorado, where there are not parrots. So what's the deal with those sunflower seeds? Well, the problem is they're fatty. The other problem, and the real basic problem, is that they are going to make your parrot fatty. Before I go on, I'm going to tell you real quick that if you haven't gotten your bottle of TINK'S must-have CBD parrot relief, please be sure to get some on parrotbliss.com today, because it's going to help build an immune system and it's going to give your parrot the right fats. So not all fats are created equal. Parrotlets, for example, and little parrots should not be eating big nut fat like walnuts, peanuts, nuts like that. And that's why there are different mixes. Maybe you're like, yeah, I knew that. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if you're new to parrots or not. So not all fats are going to be created equally. One thing that I love about hemp oil, which the CBD is in hemp oil, is that it gives a proper balance of omegas to you or your parrot, because hemp oil is really good for you too. And that's important because we all need some oil in our diet. So for your parrotlets, one of the things that I do is I do put some of TINK'S oil on their fresh vegetables. And I do that because that way they get some CBD that's going to help support their immune system. And okay. I love parrots that aren't clipped. They fly. Okay, so I put some hemp oil on their, I put some of TINK'S CBD oil on their fresh vegetables because it's going to help A, support their immune system, and B, give them that proper balance of omegas. Do I also give them seeds? I do. I don't give them like a huge ton. I keep monitoring them and I keep trying to improve my parrot's diet. So I look at them and I sit there and I go, what do you need? Did I already introduce my original here? This is original, my crimson-bellied conure, who is on harness because I'm working on spending time with him. So he's like photobombing the parrotlets today. So I went to my avian vet, who is extremely knowledgeable about parrots. And I was actually talking to her about, I think, something else, but I said to her, my parrotlets are eating all of their seeds and I have to refill their food during the day. And she's like, are you giving them a cockatiel mix? I said, yes. And she goes, give them a parakeet mix of seeds. So a parakeet mix of seeds like this one and I don't like the colors. Actually, someone gave that to me. It came with my Linnies, and you could see I am using it sparingly because I don't like artificial colors. So, because you know something real quick, artificial colors, for example, you cannot give an eclectus parrot. It's very hard on them, and it just doesn't digest and stuff like that. And so I'm like, I don't believe in it. If it's hard on them, it's just, why bother? The parrots eat the seeds just fine without the artificial colors. So just that was a quick note on artificial colors. So the parakeet mix isn't going to have those sunflower seeds. And she's like, that way they won't start to get fat, overeat, and still be hungry, which is exactly what was happening. So I switched it up. I got the parakeet mix, and that solved the problem. That really shows me, because it wasn't one parrotlet, it wasn't two parrotlets. Like I told you, I have 10 plus parrotlets. So that shows me, I have more than 10. That shows me that it really is sunflower seeds, and that's true for any one of your parrots. I do the same with my cockatiels. They are not given sunflower seeds as part of their regular diet. I am happy to use sunflower seeds the way I talk about a Pez dispenser. Do you remember the old Pez dispensers where you go like that? They still sell them. And the candy would come out. I loved those when I was a kid. Well, I'm like a Pez dispenser because I keep giving my parrotlets their Pez candy, which is a sunflower seed. So when you do it that way, one of the things that happens is you're special and you're awesome because you have sunflower seeds. Number two, they don't have too many in their diet. And number three, you're special. It makes them want to be with you, and it gives them a nice definition of you. It makes them kind of go, oh, you're cool. And I just did a video on how I get my parrots hand tame, or why my parrots seem so hand tame. And I do things like that. It helps their health, and it helps them think that I am the bomb, which is not the same as when they photobomb my videos. All right, I'm having some fun this morning. I hope you have enjoyed that. Right now it's summer, so I'm upping my Parrotlets pellets and giving them, cutting back a little bit on the seeds because I want to see them get a little more in balance. Those pellets have everything that they need to really be healthy and balanced, so I think it's important, along with those fresh vegetables. That makes a big difference. So make sure that your parrotlet is only getting sunflower seeds as a special treat, and that otherwise they are doing super well, eating their veggies, happy and healthy, so that you can have a blissful bond with your nibbler. See, she agrees. If you have any questions about parrots, and if you are crazy about parrots like I am, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me grow my channel, which I'm trying to do. Mwah. Or if you want to share my bliss, please join me at Parrot Bliss Flock on Facebook groups. And if you have any questions, please be sure to comment below, or if you want to share anything. Thanks. I'll see you in the next feathered video.